It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Broncos and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With you from Vegas, I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is Charles Davis. A CD changing times with this Raiders organization. Gone after 9 years is Derek Carr, the franchise's all-time passing leader. And in steps Jimmy Garoppolo.
And what we know about Jimmy Garoppolo,
and we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
and similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Unbelievable.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. To the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G last year. When he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 62 yards. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 12. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Pushing. There he goes, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. This first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Garoppolo now. That escapes the sack. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Garoppolo. eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through a play that needed in a big spot.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He will find Cole here complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Play action. It's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosage. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your cover.
And it's a fumble. It looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now Wilson on second down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for two is denied. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. DeAndre Carter. He's inside the 20. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football.